Hello, bookish friends of the internet. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. I am so thankful for you guys sticking around. Sorry I haven't been filming a whole lot. Also, sorry for this weird thing going on with my blinds. I shut all my blinds closed, and then I turned my ring light on. It's in the very back corner. But it still does this. So I'm so sorry if you guys get blinded throughout the video. Also, sorry for not having my hair done. It's just a lazy afternoon for me, or evening, I should say. But anyways, today I am here with the mid-year book freakout tag. Yay! So I saw Jesse from Jesse the Reader posted his, and I was like, oh, it's that time of the year. We sit down, we do our book tag. It's gonna be amazing. We talk all things bookish. If you see me looking down here a lot in this video, it's because I have my laptop. Once again, my questions is on my laptop, so I'm going to be looking down at my laptop, and I also have a stack of books, as always, to talk about with you guys today. So this is a sit-down, chatty video, so I never do these, so I hope you enjoy. And let's get into the mid-year book freakout tag. I believe there's 10 questions. If not, I'll edit my future self in and let you know if I skipped a question or not, because I was following along with Jesse's video, which I'll leave his video up above or down below. A few books I couldn't find on my shelf because A, I don't want to ruin my book stack that I have, or B, I'm too lazy to look for. Those are my disclaimers. All opinions and answers are my own. And let me know what your guys' answers are to this question, to this tag down below, and let's just jump into it, shall we? So like I said, there's 10 questions. So question 1, how many books have you read this year? So far I've read 66 books, which is awesome. I thought I would be able to complete my reading goal by June, because that's what happened last year, is I completed it right before my birthday. But my reading year this year has been slower than normal, and I think it's because I had 3 jobs in the beginning of this year, but now I'm back to 2, and so I'm only focusing on those 2 jobs, and I'm taking a little break from college this summer, so that is definitely helping me out a whole lot. But I'm on book 67 right now. I'm reading The Last Fallen Moon by Gracie Kim. That should be my June wrap up at the end of this month, so look forward to me talking more about that soon. Next book, I'm trying hard not to repeat myself with these authors, but it was so hard not to. Question 2 is best book you read in 2022. Now, I don't know where my copy of The Poppy War is at, but I would say The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I read that. Oh, it's right there on my 5-star prediction stack. That's why. Anyways, The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I fucking love that series. I binge read the hell out of that series this month, or this year, with my friend Lori, Jessica, Mandy, and one other lovely person who I forgot at the top of my head right now. But we did a huge group buddy read. We read all 3 books. Loved all 3 of them. They're instantly on my favorite list of 2022. So I'm so excited. Another option for best book of the year. I avoided this booktube and TikTok and everything like it was the plague when this book came out, and that was House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J Maas. I started reading this the Friday I went to Y'all West, which was back in April, and I finished it like the 3rd week of May. That's how long it's taken me to read this book. Again, sorry for the glare. I can't do anything about it really. But anyways, if you guys know what this book is, it's Sarah J Maas, Crescent City Book 2. It is a thick boy. I screamed at the ending. The ending was crazy. This is definitely on my favorite list, along with everyone else's favorite list, I'm pretty sure. But this one and The Poppy War are the best books I've read so far this year. Next book, or next question, is best sequel, and again, I'm going to try and not repeat myself, but I love the Poppy War trilogy, so I get to talk about the Poppy War trilogy again. I read the Poppy War back in January, I read The Dragon Republic in February, and then in March I read The Burning God. Again, gonna repeat myself. I love this trilogy to death. I'm so happy I have them in paperback. That way it was so much easier to read in. I devoured these audiobooks. If you have not listened to these on audio yet, please do so. It was amazing, and I just so happy I got to read the whole trilogy with my friends, and I had someone to talk to about this, because again, this ending was crazy but good, and it wrapped up nicely, and I'm hoping she does more in this world, but I don't know if she will. I do know she has a new book out called Babel. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong with that. But I know she has a new book coming out in August, and I cannot wait to read that one either. So, but I know it's very different from the Poppy War trilogy. So, best sequels is definitely these two. And I haven't really read a whole lot of sequels this year, I've noticed, which is weird because that was one of my goals for this year. I would say another sequel I loved was One True King by Simone Chanier. Another one that I can think of is Stay With Me by Jessica Cassolo. So I guess I could have grabbed those ones as well, but like, I just wanted to talk about the Poppy War trilogy in this video, because like, I haven't yet for a while. Next one is best new release you've read so far. For that, I have two of them. One of them both of these I just read in April and May. So I read Arusha and the Nectar of Immortality by Roshani Chokshi. This is the 5th and final book in the Arusha series, so I really love this one. This one's definitely my favorite, and I definitely cried in this one the most out of all 3 of them, or all 4 of them, sorry. But I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what Roshani has in store for us. But I definitely am very sad to say goodbye to this series, just because I did really love it. But I'm overall happy that I wrapped it up this year. And I have a book review for this on my Instagram, so I'll link my Instagram down below so you can go check out my book review for this. Thank you, Jamie from Rockstar Book Tours, for sending this my way. Another new release that I really loved was The Counselors by Jessica Goodman. Again, sorry for the glare. I'm going to put my books on this side of me. The Counselors by Jessica Goodman is following our main character named Goldie, and she has this summer camp job that she goes to, where she used to go to the summer camp every single summer as a kid until it was her turn to become one of the counselors. So like, she's in charge of running the groups and all that. And they go to this camp Appline. I don't know how to say that word correctly because I physically read this book, so sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But they go to this camp and they discover that Goldie's ex-boyfriend died there, and it's a whodunit type of mystery. And if you know me, I generally don't physically read a whole lot in my books. I mostly do audiobooks with the exception of my graphic novels. But yeah, I'm just overall really happy. I love this book to death. I binge read it in like a week before its release date, and I give this 5 out of 5 stars. I'll talk more about this in my May wrap up. Sorry for sniffles as well. I'm so sorry. I'm like a huge mess tonight. I don't know why. New release you haven't read yet, but you want to. Question number 6. I got a lot of those as well. You guys know me, I cannot just choose one. So I have 5 new releases that I wanted to read this year, but haven't got a chance to read them yet. First one is I Kissed Cheryl Wheeler by Casey McQuiston, her YA contemporary debut novel. Don't really know too much about this, but I've been hearing mixed reviews about it since it's been out, so I'm really nervous for this one. Also, I'm excited and nervous for All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. I'm supposed to read this in June. I haven't yet, and hopefully I will soon. Then I have The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I'm so sorry. This is a adult thriller, and it says, meet the resident of number 12, Rue de Amanis, a beautiful old apartment building in the city of lights. Do I need to say more? No, I don't. This is one from Book of the Month that I've been meaning to read forever, and it came out back in March, so I'm so excited to hopefully get around to this one soon. And then one I have started, I just haven't finished it yet, and that is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm really enjoying this. I was listening to it via audiobook, but I decided to pick it back up and physically read it just because I do need me a good romance novel. But yeah, very excited for this one as well, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to finish this one in the month of June, and I'll be able to talk about this in my June wrap-up as well. And my final new release that I'm looking forward to reading that I haven't yet is Forging Silvers into Stars by Bridget Kemmerer. This one just came out, so I'm not too mad that I haven't read it yet, but this is one of my most anticipated releases for June, which I haven't made that video yet, and I probably won't since it's a little too late. But I definitely want to read this in July just because it is the first book in a fantasy trilogy. I mean, look how huge it is. So I'm very excited to read this one. I just hope I don't get disappointed by it. So, fingers crossed. Let me see. That was question 6. Question 7, biggest disappointment of the year. Now, I don't know about you guys, but my beginning of the year was pretty rough. I have a few books that I was disappointed by, mostly sequels and graphic novels, it looks like. So first one I have is Witchy Volume 2. I read this in May recently and really was disappointed by it, but also it was a crazy ending as well, so I need Volume 3 like ASAP. So I give this 3 out of 5 stars. Next book I gave 2 out of 5 stars, my first 2-star rating of the year, and that is Jay's Gay Agenda. I talked about this in one of my monthly wrap-ups. I forgot what month it was, but I'll leave it up above. It was just very repetitive, and it had too much sex talk about it for a young adult contemporary novel. I am curious to see if they will do better in their new book called Out of the Blue. So I'm going to pick that up, and hopefully I'll love that one a bit more. But this one just was a little repetitive for my taste. Then this one is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. I read this as my first book of the year, and it was just, I think I just hyped it up too much for myself. I really enjoyed this one, but I haven't enjoyed it enough to pick up the rest of this book series. So I don't know. I have conflicting feelings of Pierce Brown's writing. Like, I love his writing, and I love the audiobook narrator for this series, but I haven't continued on yet, and I don't know why. But I love these Nerdy Ink covers. So these are from Nerdy Ink, in case anyone have asked me before. And then my final book that I was disappointed by this year was Across a Field of Starlight by Blue Delaquanti, I believe. Again, sorry for the glare. This was my query book club pick for the month of March, and I, again, just hyped it up way too much for myself, and I was just very disappointed. This one actually got me in a reading slump. That's how much I hated it. But it is queer. It is dealing with a, how can I say this nicely? Plus size main character. I was gonna say fat main character, but I know some people are offended by that word. So plus size main character, and it deals heavy with science, which I'm not a huge science nerd, so maybe people that I know in my life will like this, but I sadly didn't really love this one. Next question is biggest surprise for this year. I actually have 2 of those. I have another one too, but again, it's in my book stack over here. That one I'm thinking of is The Temperature of Me and You by Brian Sapeka. I really love that. It's a male-male romance set during the modern days with a robot twist, so that was very interesting. Another one that surprised me this year was another debut author, and that's Kylie Lee Baker. I read The Keeper of Night for Y'all West back in April, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it like 4 stars, maybe even 5 stars, but this was another crazy ending, and I just need book 2 like ASAP. Like, I need book 2 as of the day I finished book 1. But I did not expect it how dark it got towards the end, and I'm so glad Jan from Jan Agamaton recommended this to me. So thank you so much, Jan, and I cannot wait for book 2. So we'll see. I think that comes out October, so a few more months to wait. And then another biggest surprise, you guys should know this by now. I have book 2 in this video, and now I have book 1. So I was very surprised with House of Earth and Blood, because I tried to read this book twice last year, and then I finally picked it up this year in March and absolutely flew through it. I really enjoyed it. I loved it, gave it 5 stars, and Sarah J Maas is just amazing, immaculate, and atmosphere is amazing. I fell in love with the character so quickly, and I just need book 3 in my hands as well. Next question I have is did I do those backwards? I'm so sorry. I probably did those backwards. Next question I have is most anticipated release of the second half of the year. So I do have a list of pre-orders that I kept in my notes. Some of these I'm looking forward to are The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. That's the 3rd and final book in the Inheritance Game trilogy that comes out August 30th. Oh yeah, I could have put that in my video. Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. That comes out August 2nd. Hopefully that comes out, because it keeps getting pushed back. So hopefully it comes out. Kingdom of the Fear by Carrie Maniscalco. That comes out September 27th. Heat Wave by TJ Klune comes out July 19th. Master of Iron by Teresa Levenseller comes out July 26th. The Lost Metal by Brandon Sanderson comes out November 15th. Those are just some of my new releases that I'm really looking forward to. And then next question is most beautiful book cover you own / received this year. I'm just going to fly through these. I'm not going to talk about them because I am kind of losing my voice a little bit, so sorry. But that is A Poison Steeped in Gold by Judy I. Lin, which I still need to read this year. This Woven Kingdom, you guys know I love this, so it's in all my videos practically. Owlcrate edition of A Forgery of Roses. I have an unboxing of this that you can check out up above. And then I have Beyond the End of the World, which I haven't read yet, but I'm hoping to soon because I still need to read book 1. And the Owlcrate edition of Ballad and Dagger by Daniel Jose Older. Again, Owlcrate unboxing is linked up above. And final question of the book tag is, what books do you need to read by the end of 2022? Everything. All my books that I own, I would want to get read by the end of the year. But again, I have a couple here that I'm going to just fly through. So first one I have is a new release that just came out this past month, and that is The Merciless Ones by Naomi Forna. I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys. Middle Game by Shauna McGuire. Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. I'm very excited for this. And my newest addition to my TBR is Crave by Tracy Wolff. Thank you so much, Sydney, for getting this for me for my birthday. I'm very excited to read this in the month of July. So yeah, that was the mid-year book freakout tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry if I'm losing my voice halfway through this video. But yeah, that was the book tag. If you guys want to do this, you have been tagged. I'll let you do your thing on your channel. I will say I'm tagging Lori from the Chatty Bookworm on here. I will tag my friend Clinton from the Reader's Corner, Melanie, Kaylani, anyone else who wants to do this. If you're watching this video, I tag you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your answers to these questions down below in the comments, and I'll chat with you down there. Have a great night and a great day. I'll chat with you guys later, and be kind to one another. Bye.